My name is Nja Onê. I was born in New York City, the Bronx, uptown. I was raised right at the border of the Bronx and Baychester. Oh, I should say Westchester County. So it was very bourgeois up there. My art was influenced by a lot of different things, I would say. Of course, life experience, that's always one of them. I love Van Gogh, and to me, a lot of his work was pure emotion. And I could remember seeing that as a little girl and wondering how he was able to express so much emotion with color. I love that. I did go to school, but I can't say that was truly formally trained. I got the basics, but I'm not sure if you could learn how to express emotion with schooling. Maybe that's the wrong answer, but I do feel that way. What made me start to paint? Well, I'd say that I was one of those people that through hard times or rough childhoods, you learn another way to express that anger or that lack of something. And so I think the first time I drew anything was I was drawing myself out of what was going on around me. And that's what prompted me to start. How it came to this was, I think, is just through life experience. Well, let's see. How it starts from beginning to end. I feel a certain emotion, that pride, or with the Village Princess, it was pride. And I wanted to express this deep pride that I wanted not just myself, but women to feel about themselves. And so it started with that. It becomes deeper and deeper, and then the picture starts to formulate in my head. I can't paint it until it becomes crystal clear. And when I say crystal clear, I mean I know her past, I know her present, I know what's going to happen to her, I know her whole life history. I know I saw the village she grew up in. I realized that she was a princess and the pride became a princess. I knew that she had so much responsibility, and the pride was a responsibility that she holds on her shoulders every day. And she has to hold her shoulders up so high because she has so much to deal with. And isn't that women? Isn't that what happens with women all the time? And so when she became so crystal clear, so complete in my head, that she screamed to get out, and that's exactly what happened. Then I have no choice but to paint and have them come to life. The technique started with, I have to say, in my head, because the Village Princess, and she's the first one of this series. I painted the original picture with just, because it was in a black and white face. Lots of charcoal, and I love that. It gave me a lot of. I could feel the paper, and to this day, I still feel the canvas. It's not flat to me; it has depth, and I can feel the lines and lumps, and it's real cool. It's better than drugs for me, so I like it a lot. But my original thought of her was in charcoal, and when it was all done, it was something missing. It was just lacked that fire. And I was like, oh my God, what's wrong? And I put it away for a while, and it nagged at me for, I can't even tell you how long, I don't remember. And then all of a sudden, I woke up. It wasn't a dream, because I wasn't asleep, but I felt her. And I saw the colors, and I saw the village, and I saw everything. It wasn't just a face, it was a person. And so I would have to say that each picture basically tells me and what to do. And I knew that I couldn't paint that. Since they were so real, didn't they deserve real environments, real fabric, real jewelry, real everything? And so that's how it came to be. It just shouted at me one night, and I've been doing it ever since. I would say that it started mid-'80s, mid to late 80s. The time it takes for each picture to be completed depends on the picture. There is no set time. I wish I could be a little more specific, but it's impossible for me to put that in words. Sometimes, to me it's interesting with the sculptures. They just come blown out. They come flying out, and there's no stopping it. I got to remember to eat. It's just they're so strong in their presentation in my head that they just keep coming out. But pictures, it's like they tell me pieces of their life at a time. I know them, but until I'm in the process, then they tell me the rest of their story. And so as they're telling me, I'm able to complete it. My sculpting I usually like to, I got this thing about hands looking like trees. I love it. To me, it's like this natural expression of people, and to me, it's a very emotional thing too. And so I love to make hands look like trees, and it's very, what is that tree, that sequoia or something? It's all twisted and crazy, and it kind of looks like this. And I love that. That gets me all excited. And I use clay, and maybe that's why I get all wrapped up in it, because when I'm painting, it becomes three-dimensional. I can feel it groove and lump, and with clay, it's in my hands and it's grooving and lumping, and I just get all crazy and I can't stop. So, but I use clay, and then I take paper and I make skin, because to me it's alive, so I have to make it skin too. But it's a totally different process that I will not share. But that's usually what it is, and it's very, very, you know what they are, but at the same time you feel what I'm trying to convey. Again, always with emotion. Oh, what I get most out of my work. Wow, a couple of things. It exercises demons, which is always, everyone has those. Of course, expression, but it's more than that. I can tell you the best satisfaction, because to me, they're so alive in my head that they have to come out. So I guess it's kind of like a release, and I'm so happy when I see them. I think it's a miracle, because I really don't think it's me. I think it goes through me, and I'm just so blessed, and I feel so grateful that I'm able to tap into it, or God lets me tap into it, that I can do that. But I still really don't think it's me, myself. It's just, I'm just a vessel kind of thing. I know people say that before and it sounds so kooky, but it's the truth. And so I guess I can tell you this greatest satisfaction, when people walk up to them and start talking to them. I love it, because they talk to them like they know them. Or they'll feel the emotion that I had in my hands. My hands are tingling now. They feel the emotion I had when I did it. And to me, I don't even understand how that happens. I don't even know how that works. What does that mean? But that happens, and every time, I'll start crying now. I think it's just so amazing that when they do that, I think it's great. And it just that makes me very, very happy. You know, I different environments, I would have to say that, I guess, different rooms pull me. I can tell you that. It's not like it's one set environment or another. I know I feel like I'm like in the shed, or in the closet, or in the cabinet, or into something, and I kind of like hibernate, and that's about it until it's to a certain point. But at different places in my home, that's really what it is. It's just I'll get drawn to a certain room or a certain corner, and that's where I'll be, and I'll create it right there. So the environments always change, but I'd have to say in my home, it's not like it's a studio per se. I guess I need to be just kind of wrapped around where I feel most comfortable and loved. So yeah, my house. Ooh. I have 3 different series in my head. I have 3 of them, but I have a couple more people that have to come out first before I can complete it, because I made an agreement with them. So I have a series of abstracts and another series of very odd body shapes coming out, and the whole series is in my head. So I'm a little backed up, and and I'm really looking forward to doing that. But what I'm most looking forward to is being able to have my artwork being available to everyone very, very soon, all over the country. I'm hoping sprinkled all over different galleries, and here online as well. So I just hope everybody gets a chance to enjoy it. I hope people that have got a chance to see it already gets a chance to enjoy it in person in their homes. And everybody gets a chance to see it at galleries. And just everyone gets a chance to feel and groove with it. I'll be very happy if you could. One of my great hopes was if I ever became successful enough to be an influence on young people, I would love to share my thoughts on not having any holds barred, just be able to express yourself and use any medium you wanted to, and to be able to truly express. I think a lot of kids from cities or troubled homes especially need that expression. I think it's helpful. I think it calms and heals your soul. I know it's done it for me. And I would love one day, if possible, God willing, that I could do that for other kids. I truly feel that the end of all of this means that I'll be able to do that. And I'll be very happy if I could.